Hi Noah, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to attempt to show you how to do all the different ways that we do typing in OT on the app Proloquo to Go. I'm not sure where on Noah's iPads that app is. If he has the speech iPad or the class iPad, I know that they are on there, the app is on there. So you're gonna click onto Proloquo to Go. Now my main screen will look much different than Noah's. Since I use this iPad with many different students, I have it set up kind of at the basic level. Noah's tiles will be much smaller. So the first way I'm going to show you is just general typing. So you can touch that keyboard button at the bottom and the lowercase alphabet will pop up. You can change it to the uppercase alphabet, but Noah can work with lowercase just fine. So this one, he would have to scroll down. That's where you would change it to the uppercase keyboard. This is probably my least favorite way for Noah to try to type, just because it's not efficient. But if you're looking for a quick way for him to type out some simple words, you can always just go to that keyboard button right there at the bottom. All right, we're gonna go back to home. Now this is a way that he's been learning how to do typing in speech and OT. So to click on that search bar, this can be really motivating for Noah. I know in speech he really likes to talk about animals. In OT specifically, he really likes to talk about the farm animals, so he might be motivated to do something like that. And this way, instead of him just going to the screen that has animals, he has to type in the animal. Noah might benefit from having either a whiteboard or another piece of paper with the word written on it, so he doesn't have to guess on the spelling and just focus on the typing. You know, we'll work on one skill at a time. So say he wanted to find cow, he's going to type in cow, and you'll see how it comes up. Touch on it, and it's going to show you to where and how to find that. And this is what Mrs. Ward is working on with Noah, but it's another way for him to do some functional cow typing, and Noah really likes to hear those animals. All right, so we'll clear it back out. I'm gonna go back home. Another way to do typing is there is a QWERTY keyboard on here. You touch this, oops, I'm sorry, close. All right, so stay at home. You're gonna touch these 4 squares at the bottom again and hit this typing button, and then the QWERTY keyboard pops up. Before our unexpected closure, Noah was just starting to do some basic sentences, basic words within basic sentences on this type of QWERTY keyboard. But so now, to show you the very last way that Noah was doing some typing, he has different users set up on his classroom iPad. So if you go down to the settings button, and you can switch users here. So I had one set up for Noah. I can't remember what Noah's username options are, but you can kind of play around. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna switch. Might take a little while if it hasn't been backed up. Hopefully it won't take us too long. There we go. So you can see that's a really small screen. I'm gonna switch back so I can show you how Noah has been typing the majority of his time in OT. So I created this button. This won't be on every single Proloquo. I inputted this and took away the pictures because in OT I wanted him to work on building the sentence together. So what I would do in OT, I'm gonna grab some materials. I would just take a whiteboard and write a very simple sentence based on the words that I have on the screen. I'm gonna make one up right now. On Noah's iPad, some of his were a few weeks ago of spelling words that he was working on. If you guys work on this with him and you want to update the screen with the different spelling words, I can walk you through how to do that as well. So for example, I would hold up a sentence like this, and I would keep it in front of him while he's typing. Initially, he needed help to go like this to point to each word. So I would point to that. He would point to it. I would help him point to it, that, and then he would find it on the screen. But now he hasn't needed my help to do that. He's been doing this independently. So he would find the, and then the next word,
sun,
the next,
is hot.
the next, and then we would clap and say, "Yay, Noah!"
The sun is hot.
We'd listen to the sentence and then clear it. And since typing, and fine motor things in general are not Noah's favorite activity, I would make this super motivating by, I'd have a fun little game that he'd play after every sentence that he did. So that way, I kept up the interest level of this. So if Noah could practice a little bit of typing like that with any of those ways that I showed you, that would be wonderful. I will be in touch. And again, if you have any questions or concerns at all, please do not hesitate to contact me. I know there are so many people contacting you, and emails and phone calls and things like that. So I try really hard not to bombard everybody. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I hope you're all well. Bye.